So welcome back to another episode, and this is kind of breaking news. This is very interesting. I was watching Victor Lucas doing a live stream with his old co-host, Tommy Tallarico, and they used to do the show, The Electric Playground, back in the day. We're talking like 17 years ago, a video game TV show together. And I tuned in because I thought it'd be fun to watch them together talking about stuff. And also they said that Tommy was going to have something to announce. And this is really interesting. I don't know Tommy personally by any means at all. I've seen his video games live show that he does, which is quite a great show. He just announced that he's the new president of Intellivision. The Intellivision, for all you older people out there like myself, this is a machine I think that came out in 1979, which was really great. It was a really great old machine, and it seems that what he's doing is he's got a team together, and it's not going to be this Christmas or next Christmas. They are launching a new Intellivision, and it's not just one of those retro consoles where you just, you have all the old games on it. Supposedly it has all of the old games on it. They're still trying to get some of the licensed games they're trying to work on to get. They haven't got the licensing for them, but they're trying to get all of the games on that machine day one. Plus, they're going to make new games for the machine. So I don't know how powerful this machine is. There's a lot that was not said on purpose. I guess there's going to be a grand announcement in a couple of weeks that there's a brand new Intellivision machine coming. And it's going to have some very unique controllers, and the machine itself will be customizable in its look. So I think he said that Walmart and Amazon would have different versions of it, and that when you got this machine, you can change the look of it to how you want it. I don't know what that means. I don't know what any of this means at all, because it's not. There's no official announcement. He's doing a soft announcement with Vic, and I was watching it and I was like, I want to come and talk about this and see what you guys have to think about it, and I'll give my 2 cents about it. It sounds interesting. I think my concern is that, in the past few years we've had retro consoles like the Coleco Chameleon come out that kind of shook our foundation of trust. But the one thing that I will say about Tommy is the reason why he decided to do this was he loves Intellivision. Like he has his entire life. And he said that he wanted to bring back a machine and bring a brand new play style to it all that will attract young kids and older people and casuals and hardcores all in one. He feels that a lot of games nowadays are really complicated, which I think they are to a certain extent. And a lot of people get turned off by those games, and he wants to create an experience where anybody can play and feel good and have a good time. He wants to make it for families, and I really can say that I think he's very genuine about wanting to do something really good. And he also said he's not rushing it out. They're working on it, and they're giving it an extra 6 months of development time just to make it, extra good. And they're talking to a lot of indie developers to make games for it. He doesn't want to make one of these machines like the Ouya, whatever that machine was. He doesn't want to. I never bought the damn thing, but he doesn't want to make a machine like that, which I understand. There's a lot of fear in doing that, and I think there's a lot of investment on his part. And I'm just talking purely speculation. I don't know Tommy at all. I only know Vic, and I didn't even know this was going to be announced. I was just watching the stream, and I thought, wow, this is interesting, a new Intellivision. And I think some of these old retro machines in the right hands, with the right kind of idea, an honest idea, could be really wonderful. They could be really, really great. I think we've seen, as I said, I'm bringing up Coleco Chameleon, that just shook the foundations of all our trust. And I think when I was seeing him talk about this, all I kept thinking was that damn Coleco Chameleon. And I thought, God damn it, I wish that didn't happen. So when somebody genuinely does come to make a brand new idea and all that, they can shine with it, and they can, do something good and feel good on themselves and have that good reception. And I hope he gets it. And I just know that he's going to do, in 2 weeks' time, a proper unveiling of his entire machine. And I'm curious to see. All we have to do is sit back and watch. That's really about it. And he wants to get 20 games out for launch. He said this, there's no physical copies of games. It's all going to be downloadable into the machine itself. So, yeah, you know, that's, as I say, I don't know what to think until I see it, until I can't make judgments on a machine I've only heard about. I need to see it in action and see what it's having to offer. But for a lot of older gamers out there, I think it'd be really fun for people to play this with their kids and introduce different generations to older games. And what it seems that there will be new games that will be really like looking really pretty good. So it's gonna, I think it's gonna have the Intellivision name, but it's not just gonna be an old school console. It's gonna have new capabilities. I don't think it's gonna be like next gen by any means. I think he even said that. He said, yeah, it's not gonna be like next gen, but everything's gonna have like a seal of approval of, you know, no game is under a 7 out of 10. So everything's gonna be looked at in a really good way, and just try to get some of the better games on the machine. So what do you guys think? Does this sound interesting to you? Does it worry you? Tommy Tallarico is the president of Intellivision. That's pretty cool. I like to see people follow their dreams and have their dreams, you know, succeed for them, especially when it's an honest dream. And it sounds like for Tommy, this is an honest dream. And you know what? I'm gonna rally behind his idea and until I see it and all that, and trust in him. I'm gonna trust in him. I think that's what I'm trying to say, because at this point I have no reason to distrust him. I think he loves this machine dearly. I could see the passion when he was talking about it with Vic. And I'm really fascinated to see what the unveiling is 2 weeks away. And I wanted to come in here and just talk about it because I just watched the stream and I thought, this is interesting news for a lot of old video gamers and for new video gamers. An old machine is coming back in a different way, in almost a modern way, with all the old games in there as well. And we'll find out a little bit more in 2 weeks. So anyways, guys, until next time.